Hello YouTube. So today I'll give you a bit of a cephalotus care. So I haven't done a care for a while, and so yeah, cephalotus is one of my favorite carnivorous plants. As you can tell, you can see why. Yeah, let's start it. Let's get started. So cephalotus, um, it's not a beginner plant. So if you never kept carnivorous plant, I will definitely not recommend it for a first try. Although it might be very tempted, but failure in early terms is really disappointing. Like I had a lot of experience with it, and of course I killed a couple plants, but now I have realized the proper care and requirements for cephalotus. So you cannot succeed without failing. So yeah, let's get started. So for cephalotus, one of the main issue is overwatering. Beginners need to be aware of that issue. So cephalotus, there's a thing called sudden death syndrome, which if you water it too much, so if the water tables, like if they're sitting in water, like you keep a Sericenia or Utricularia, with so the deep water will rot their roots, and then they won't show any stress signs until it's too late and the whole plant collapses and you're doomed. That's the main issue. So please allow the very shallow tray like that, and allow it to fully evaporate before adding more. And during the winter time, keep it more, like slightly less watering. And another main thing is cephalotus. They do need quite a lot of light, but not like burning hot. They need good ventilation. If the humidity is too high, the fungus will attack them. That's another issue. So be sure that not to keep your humidity extra high. Like if it's over 70 or 80, that's a bit too high. So there's a risk of fungus attacking. Another issue is winter care. A lot of beginners have trouble with their winter care. So a lot of questions, like people ask about cephalotus winter care. Do they need a cold rest? The answer is yes and no. So you can grow them indoor all year round like a tropical plant, but during the winter time, the problem is you need to bring down their follow period. So from 14 hours during the summer and 10 hours during the winter. So that will keep your plant, they'll let the plant naturally feel dormancy, and also slightly cooler temperatures during the winter. So you can, instead of like 22 degrees in some, you can keep it to like 19 degrees Celsius. That'll be good enough. And they can also survive brief frosts. So the answer is you can grow one indoor all year round in the terrarium, but you need to shorten their photo period and also need to give their nighttime temperature drop. And yeah, so that's their winter care. And another important thing is that you need to know that during their winter, if it's like, it's also really easy to like get your humidity really high, so watch out for fungus. And if you don't keep your follow period like a cycle, like 14 hours during summer and 10 hours during winter, they won't feel seasons. So, and another benefit of doing that is still keep the flowering time in schedule. And so that's so for water, type of water you use, cephalotus generally could handle water around maximum around 80 parts per million. I experimented with, but if your tap water is not that high in minerals, you can test with a TDS meter. If it's like 100, that may be a little bit too much. So then you can just use rainwater or distilled water. But distilled water could be kind of expensive. If you live in colder areas, you can use snow water during the winter. In the summer, then you can use rainwater. So, and what else? repotting, repot during the winter time when they're in their winter rests. On soil mix, I use 50 sand, 50 peat. And when you're repotting, be careful not to disturb their roots. That will really set them back. And what else? When their lids close, if you see their lids close, that's just a sign of not enough moisture. So you can just give them water. Don't be alarmed if you see their lids closing. And that's it. So that's Cephalotus follicularis care. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my videos or support me, I'll appreciate it if you subscribe. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye. This is Ant Plantation.